from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. The Big 12 Conference announced its Big Monday basketball schedule for the coming season, and the Missouri Tigers will be featured twice. The Tigers will play the first Big Monday game of the season, a special 4:30 starting time on Martin Luther King Day, January 17th, when they host Kansas State at Mizzou Arena. Now, if you remember last year, Mizzou knocked off K-State in an exciting game last year, which you see highlights of here. The Tigers will play again on Big Monday this season, February 7th, at Kansas against the Jayhawks. That game will begin at a normal time at 8 o'clock. Well, speaking of Tiger basketball, former Missouri Tiger star Keyon Dooling has signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. In Milwaukee, Dooling will be reunited with John Hammond, the Bucks GM, who coached as an assistant to Quinn Snyder when Dooling played at Missouri. We'll move to baseball now, where the Cardinals find themselves back atop the NL Central Division. The Cards entered play yesterday on a 5-game winning streak that pushed them a half game ahead of the Cincinnati Reds. Last night, the Redbirds began a 3-game set at Busch Stadium with the two-time defending National League champion Philadelphia Phillies. We'll pick this one up in the first inning already. 1-0 Phillies when Shane Victorino singles up the middle. That's going to bring Raul Ibanez and Ryan Howard around to score. There's the slugger coming around. 3-0 Phillies in the first. But the Cards will get one back in the home half. Here's Albert Pujols with one of his more mundane RBIs of the season. A little grounder scores Felipe Lopez, makes it 3-1. Now we'll go to the fifth. This one, not so mundane. A huge bomb to left. Pujols' 22nd home run of the season, and that put the Cards ahead 5-4. We're going to stay in the fifth inning, where Alan Craig, prior to this swing, had as many MLB home runs as I did, 0. But he changes all that with that swing, makes it 6-4 Cards. And then the very next batter is Skip Schumacher. And Cards fans, you know this, you don't see this every day. It's a Schumacher blast, his 3rd home run of the season. That would make it 7-4 Cards. They would go on to win 8-4. So the Cards stayed hot, and the Royals, meanwhile, have lost 6 games in a row. KC dropped 3 to the White Sox right before the All-Star break, then dropped 3 to Oakland right after the break. Last night, the Royals attempted to get back in the win column against the Toronto Jays. We'll start in the top of the third. First, a beautiful night for baseball in Kansas City. Not a beautiful start for Kyle Davies of the Kansas City Royals. He gets taken deep, and the Jays jumped out to an early lead. In the 7th inning now, John Buck will single up the middle. This makes the lead 3-1 for the Jays. Things didn't look good for the Kansas City Royals, but they start to come back in the 7th. Jason Kendall gets lucky here. A nice play by Yunel Escobar, but he's safe, and that brings in a Royals run. And we're going to go to extra innings. 10th inning now, and Jose Bautista brings in a run for the Jays. That makes it 4-3, and the Royals looked like they might be out of luck, but those feisty Royals, they don't go away. This is going to be Alberto Callaspo singling up the middle, scores Chris Getz, and the Royals walk-off winners. They win 5-4. Well, Chance and Megan, it's always nice to see the Royals and Redbirds win on the same night. And how about that Mizzou and K-State basketball game starting at 4:30? Kind of an interesting start time for such a big game. It
is. It's kind of odd, but, you know, whatever. It could be interesting for the pre-partying and the post-partying, because it's an optimal time where it could go all day long.
And I was explaining to her, Wayne, Craig, Schumacher, Pujols, all these, you know, all these home runs, and blasts. You know, I was explaining all this to her if you heard us talking. So
he was.
Well, that's good. Megan, you know,
yeah.
Megan keeps up with her sports pretty well.
Right. He was explaining who of the Cardinals players hit home runs for me.
Yeah.
That was nice of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for enlightening me.
Good, good.
Let's take a live look out over mid-Missouri. It's 5:54.